I'm collecting every sprite in Fortnite, but there's one problem. I barely have any sprites. In this video, I'm going to be testing out the best ways to get sprites so that you can collect all of them too. The first method we're going to be testing is just simply opening chests. This is our first chest. Do we get a sprite? Okay, let's see. And we did get a sprite, and I'm dead. Oh, let's go. Okay, we got a new sprite. I'm pretty sure I do not have this guy. Okay, this is our first new sprite that we've got, and it was from eliminating that dude. And we did get an earth sprite. This is like one of the only sprites I actually do have, so I'm just gonna leave him here. But we did get our first sprite out of a chest. I then went on to have possibly the most terrible luck with chests. So terrible that I was getting skeptical whether you can even get sprites out of regular chests. And then finally, this happened. See? We finally got a sprite! We got a sprite out of regular chests, so it is possible. And then of course, the bad luck continued. So for opening chests, I'm going to have to unfortunately give it F tier. If this is the only way that you're collecting sprites, you really need to find something better. Luckily in this video, I have some of the best ways to collect sprites, with multiple being S tier options. Now let's move on to our next method, which is fishing. Oh, our first sprite from fishing, and it was literally our second cast. After that, yet again, my luck was not so good, and I was not pulling sprites out of the fishing holes anymore. But I did end up pulling 3 fishy sprites out of fishing holes, which seems to be the most common sprite that you can get from fishing. If you do manage to find a harpoon gun, definitely use it up and fish up all of those holes because you can do it so fast. The main problem with fishing is that it's terribly slow. With you mainly just getting loot and fishy sprites out of fishing holes, I cannot put it any higher than D tier. But the only thing keeping it out of F tier is that it seems to be pretty common that you can pull vault keys from your fishing holes. Next up might be the most exciting way to get sprites in the entire game. We are going to be hunting players that we see in the lobby with good sprites. Okay, this dude has a sprite. What is that? Is that just an air sprite? I don't even know. Oh, Holofoil King. I think that skin called Commando, maybe? I think I have that skin. Oh, come on, please. No way, it's a default skin. No, it's another no skin looking dude though, so it's kind of hard. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but let's try. No skin looking dude with the galaxy sprite. Right there. Oh, bro, this has got to be them. Yep, it is. It is. I successfully did it. Okay, but now I have to kill them. I'm dead. They killed me. No! No! I tracked them down. I found them, but I died. Okay, this guy has a Galaxy 7. And he should be very easy to find dropping out of the bus. He's like a really red skin. Really red, and he has white pants. This should be easy. If I don't see this dude, oh man. There's so many people who just dropped right there. I don't know. He could have easily dropped already. Yep, got him. Got him. Oh, boys, I got him good, bro. Yo, your skin is too apparent. It was way too easy to find you, bro. I gotta get this gun. Or this chest. Chest it is. No way. Yes! Yes! We did it! We did it! Yes! Yes! Oh my, okay, let's extract him. Yes, we did it! We did it! Yes! Oh my! On 16 HP too! Hunting players out of the battle bus can be difficult for 2 main reasons. 1, even finding somebody in the lobby that has a sprite worth chasing after. And 2, seeing them from the battle bus and tracking them down and eliminating them to get their sprite is also difficult. With it being such a difficult method, I have to put it in C tier. But this is the first one that I would actually recommend that you try out because it is so fun when you actually accomplish the mission and collect the sprite. The next method we're going to be testing out is using the locate feature at the extractors. So this is an extraction site, and there's this Sprite does services. And one of them is this locate sprites. Locate and mark any nearby sprites and sprite chests. It's possible there are none nearby though. Let's see. I see literally nothing. Locate any nearby sprites. Let's see it. Boom. Any sprite chests, any nearby sprites, anything. Oh, wait, it marked a sprite chest. Oh, okay, so it did work this time. We need a key card, bruh. All right, now we're at another extraction site. Let's see if there's any sprites or sprite chests nearby. Boom, already one sprite chest. Okay, we got some sprites over here. We have an air sprite. Apparently this one was marked an earth sprite. And it marked it. Is this the same one? This might be the same vault. Maybe my expectations were just really low for the locator at the extraction sites, but I feel like it worked pretty well. And for only 100 sprite dust, it's not the worst method in the world, but it's also not great either. With all that said, I'm going to put this method in C tier, below hunting players from the lobby. Now we're on to some of the best ways to obtain sprites in the entire game. Every method from this point on is going to be a good method of obtaining sprites. Some, of course, will be better than others though. The method we're going to be testing out next is a loot route. Here's the loot route that I have created and that I will be showing you. You can also use the same map to create your own loot route. I will also have some tips about making your own loot route. But first, let me show you the loot route that I have created. The first thing that I like to do with this route is I like to land at these buildings and get a little bit of loot before heading over to the first sprite chest. That way I'm not immediately getting eliminated. After getting a little bit of loot, you're going to head over to this tree right here. And under it, if you're lucky, there will be a sprite chest. Make sure you're on the lookout for vault keys because there is a vault at this location. There's also tons of fishing holes, and like I mentioned earlier, fishing holes seem to drop vault keys pretty often. Next, you're going to head back through where you landed over to this spot right here. And next to this rock, there's a chance for a sprite chest to spawn. Next, you're going to head over to this building right here where you can get a little bit of extra loot, but most importantly, there's shock rocks in the basement. Now you're going to head over to Shaken Sanctuary and use the vents so that you can fly over to this tree right here. And under this tree, of course, there is another sprite chest. Now you're going to head over to the extractor. This way you can extract any of the good sprites that you've already gotten, and then you'll head into the tunnel while it's calling in so that you can find another sprite chest. After you extracted, if you needed to, you're going to head over to this sprite chest up the mountain. Now, if you have any shock rocks left over, I definitely recommend using them right now so that you can get over to this chest under the tree. Next, you're going to head over to this underground little castle area. Usually it's looted, but it's always good to check to see if there's a sprite chest there. Now you're almost done with the loot route. There's only 2 chests left and they're both very close to each other. You're going to head over to this rock right here and hopefully you will find a sprite chest. And the last sprite chest is located right here and it's pretty much in the center of the map. Now it's time for some tips about creating your own loot route. The best tips that I can give you is have an extraction site along the way so that when you get these really good sprites, you can actually extract them. And another tip that I want to give you is try to have your loot route end in the middle of zone and not on the edge so that you're more likely to be able to get all of your chests in one match. Alright, it's time to rank loot routes. Loot routes are undoubtedly S tier and I definitely recommend you try out your own loot route or you can try out the loot route that I just gave you. But beware, I do land there every single game, so if you're trying to fight me, definitely land where I land. The next method we're going to be testing out is vaults. Here are all the vaults on the Fortnite map, and as you can see, there's 2 kind of vaults. There's normal vaults and mythic vaults. Normal vaults, you need the vault key, and mythic vaults, you need the legendary key card. Vaults are not only great for getting good loot, but they also always have sprite chests in them. With vaults being this overpowered, I have to give them A tier. The only thing keeping them out of S tier is you do have to get lucky and find the vault keys or the key cards. The next method that I'm going to be talking about is the events. Specifically, the shinier hour events that are on Saturdays. I had so much fun just trying to collect sprites in this event, and I definitely got a ton of crazy good sprites from it. If you really want to collect every sprite in Fortnite, you have to be playing in these events, especially when you combine it with things like the loot route that we talked about earlier. You are sure to get some crazy sprites. The Shiny Hour event has to go in S tier. And on to our next method, we're going to be using the sprite locators. Now, it's kind of weird how you unlock these, but basically, when you master sprites, you will go through a battle pass like reward, and you will unlock things such as portable sprite extractors and sprite locators. Now, when you use one of these sprite locators, it's going to scan around the map and it's going to create a location where you can dig up a sprite chest. Now, from my experience, all of the sprites from the sprite chest were variants, but I unfortunately didn't seem to get very lucky with it. All 3 sprites I already had, and I even pulled gold water twice. With the difficulty and the limited amount that you receive, the sprite locator cannot be the only method that you are using to obtain sprites. It does give you sprite variants, so you definitely should use your sprite locators, but it is not a high tier method of obtaining sprites, so I'm going to give it B tier. And for the last method of obtaining sprites in Fortnite, potentially the most risky method that you can ever do, but it has the greatest chances of obtaining the rarest sprites like Galaxy 0 Point, Galaxy Grim, and so many other crazy sprites. The last method that I'm talking about is trading, but you need to be aware of the risks of trading. People can scam you and they will try to steal your sprites. I would only recommend trading with friends that you definitely trust. And shout out to Shadow, who ended up trading me for this video. He gave me a Galaxy 0 Point. You should also know that people will hunt you like we did earlier in this video. Shadow and I, we lost a Gummy Batman and a Galaxy Grim because people hunted us from the lobby. The fact that you need somebody else to trade and you have the potential of getting scammed, I'm going to put trading in A tier or low S tier. So the best methods for obtaining sprites is trading, playing in the event, and creating a loot route. Or you could use my loot route. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. I appreciate you so much and I love you, but Jesus loves you more.